Hey guys, it's Aurelis Chen, and in this video I want to share with you the top 10 tools that I use in my online business. I've received a lot of emails from subscribers just asking me little things like what email software do you use, which collaboration tool do you use, which project management tools do you use, and I'll answer all that in this video. So without further ado, let me share with you the top 10 tools that I use in my online business on a daily basis. All right, so the first tool that I use in my online business that's quite essential is the range of Google apps. So you've got Google Docs, you've got Google Drive, Google Sheets and Slides, and so many others all built into one system. That's what I love about it, and it all works together. What's also great about it is that you're able to collaborate with your team. So for instance, if you have a Google Doc open and you're writing one chapter and another of your staff member is writing another section, then you can all see each other's writing, text, typing, whatever you like to call it, and all in real time, and it syncs. So there's no need to upload a Word file and then passing it on to your team member so then she can work on it. It all syncs all together. It can work together all in that one place. I also use Google Drive, so then I upload all my files, all my websites, all to Google Drive to store, and then I use that so that it's stored on the cloud, and everything is cloud-based these days. So that means that even if I'm not on my laptop, I can use someone else's computer or laptop, log into my Google account and have access to all my files, and that's the beauty of it. So Google Apps, what's also included and what I love is Google Calendar. I use it to schedule my day. I use it to schedule my week, even the entire year, all there. And also use it in my personal life. I share a calendar with my wife, so then she knows what I have scheduled on this week, next week, and so on. And I also know what she's got on. So then we don't clash in terms of the schedule. All right, so that's number one, Google Apps. Number two, RescueTime. This name might be quite self-explanatory. You want to rescue your time. And this tool is a free tool that allows you to see where your unproductive hours are going and where your productive hours are going. So then you can build more on that. You can scale up whatever you're doing and see in a graphical and illustrative form where your time is actually going. Like how many hours in that week did you spend on using something like Photoshop, or how many hours did you spend on email or Gmail? How many hours did you spend on browsing through YouTube? Now, what's great about it is that there's not just one size fits all, and RescueTime doesn't just categorize YouTube as unproductive. For you, perhaps, if you're spending a lot of time on YouTube, that may be productive because your business relies on posting content on YouTube and to upload videos on YouTube. So that you'd consider as productive, and you can set how priority it is, or how much of a weight it is in terms of your productivity score. And that's what I love about it. And this is how I've been able to cut my hours down to just 20 hours a week maximum. And that's what I average per week. And I'm able to spot exactly which apps are destroying my time. And then I can either eliminate that or reduce it or eliminate it or delegate it to a staff member. So if I find that I'm spending a lot of time on customer support, then I know for a fact that I can easily delegate that to a staff member. What's also great about it is that it runs on the background of your computer. Just install it once, let it go, and that's it. And then at the end of each week, you'll get a report sent to your email from RescueTime with the number of hours that you spend on each task, and overall a productivity score, as they like to call it. Number three, you've got ScreenFlow. This is a screen recording tool, and in actual fact, I'm recording this video using ScreenFlow. This is a Mac app, and you can use a Windows alternative, which is Camtasia Studio, and that's also available for the Mac. They all do the same thing. I like ScreenFlow because it's quite easy to use and very intuitive as well. So you record your screen. In my case, I'm recording it to show show you my top 10 tools. And I also use it to create my online courses, because I've got courses that show how to build an email list, and I've got some that shows you how to generate traffic, and so on and so forth. You can create your own how-to course. Perhaps you're not in the online business niche, but it could be something else. You could be doing presentations on screen and simply hit that record button on ScreenFlow or Camtasia Studio, and then you've got a how-to video ready to go. You can either upload it to YouTube or create your own course. What I like to do also with ScreenFlow is record screen recording so that I can show my staff members exactly how to accomplish a particular task. Let's say updating my WordPress blog or a plugin. I can show them exactly where to click, where to go, and exactly what they need to do to accomplish that particular task. And so when I have something to delegate, I hit that record button, and then I just simply talk, record, show them exactly what I would do, and then that is it. That's how I delegate. Number 4, OptimizePress. I don't particularly use this on a daily basis, but I do use it to run all my sites. A lot of my landing pages, sales pages, and lead pages, they all use OptimizePress. And just for the background, I've been using this for many years, and I guess that's just been the go-to WordPress plugin that I've used to build my landing pages. And so I'm comfortable with that. My team members know how to use it now. If I were to switch over, then I would need to retrain my staff members on using the new app or plugin that is. So OptimizePress is a WordPress plugin, and you do need a WordPress site or blog to then use OptimizePress. And also it's a one-time payment. So you buy a license for one site or many. Not sure exactly what the plans are these days, but you can check out OptimizePress.com and find out more. But this is the go-to plugin that I use to build my landing pages. Number 5, Drip. This is an email marketing platform that I use. It's similar to MailChimp. It's similar to Aweber, GetResponse, ConvertKit, and all the other ones. What I recommend is that you don't just choose or select one email platform just because one expert or internet marketer is using that particular software. Go and give it a try. Go and give each email platform a try, because many of them include like a 14-day trial or 30-day trial. Gives you enough time to play around with all the features, see how easy it is to broadcast to your subscribers, or to create follow-up messages, or to create web forms. And if you find one in particular that works easy for you, well for you, then go ahead and join that, even if it costs a little bit more than the other platforms, because you don't want to learn everything and try to tinker around with all these little features and go back and forward. Most of these email platforms, they do the same thing. They're able to send broadcasts. You're able to create follow-up sequences and more. And it's just what you're comfortable with. And in my case, Drip is what I'm using. And I also use GetResponse as a backup. I do have a segment on my list on GetResponse, but the majority these days is on Drip. Number 6, Zapier. If you haven't heard of Zapier, this is going to save you a ton of time, because Zapier is a way to connect many apps. So let's say your WordPress blog, then you've got PayPal, then you've got Google Docs, right? You could say and create these little algorithms that say when you receive a PayPal sale, it'll then record that sale, that transaction, to a Google Doc or Google Sheet. So you have a record of all the sales just on that one sheet. That's just one type of quote unquote zap that they like to call that you can create. And you can create many zaps, and depending on what programs you want to integrate, they support a lot. They support shopping cart systems. They support lots of email marketing platforms. So they all can talk with each other, and it makes everything very like an integrated system, its own ecosystem. And that's what I love about it. It's very flexible, so you don't need to know how to program. Back in those days, you would need to know how to integrate these things and code everything, but now you don't need to. Just use Zapier and then create these zaps that will save you a heap of time, making you a more productive business owner. Number 7, ThriveCart. This is a shopping cart system that I use for many of my products. What I like about it is that you can create as many products in the system. You can automatically deliver your digital products and I think physical products as well. And you're able to create these nice looking checkout pages that's quite flexible to edit and add certain elements and fields. Like, so if you want the first name, last name, and the address fields, any type of custom fields that you want, you can put it into that checkout page inside your ThriveCart system. And this is what I use also for a lot of products for my membership sites. It's how I also create recurring subscriptions, so then my members can pay, and then ThriveCart will then automatically charge my members on a monthly or yearly basis. Number 8, here's another productivity tool that you might have heard of. It's called Basecamp. Basecamp's been around for many years before a lot of other project management systems. These days you've got Asana, which is also a great option or alternate to Basecamp. We've also got Trello and many others. I've tried so many, but I've always stuck with this one tool, and Basecamp that is, and I use this for all the projects that I run. Let's say I have a new product launch, I initiate it or execute it within the Basecamp dashboard, and then I invite my team members, whoever is involved in this project. They get a notification that they're invited to this project, and then I can assign particular to-dos or tasks to them so that they know what they need to get done and by what date. All right, number 9 is not so much a tool, but a site, a resource that you can use to outsource pretty much anything. If you go to Upwork.com, you'll find people, freelancers who are able to write your content, who are able to design your graphics, such as your website, your logo, and so on. You've also got coding or developers. If you have some sort of app idea or you need something programmed, then there are many developers out there. And I've found quite a lot of talent through Upwork, and many of them are on my team now. The majority are writers because I've got an ebook business, so I do rely heavily on multiple writers to work on my projects. And so I've built this team all through Upwork, and most of them, if you were to ask me, where do you find reliable staff? Where do you find people who can code? This is the place that I tell all my students, Upwork.com. If you go, there are alternatives such as Fiverr, but I find the quality and the reliability just isn't as good. They're not as committed, but you do have the ability to see their feedback and their star ratings and things like that on Fiverr. But Fiverr's more for like one-off jobs. If you're happy with that, then yeah, go for it. But if you want something more long-term and find someone who's more committed to working for you, then Upwork is the choice. Now, finally, we've got another collaborative tool. It's called Monday. This is one that I actually use just for myself because I like the interface. It's all color-coded. You can create different columns. I use it in particular for myself. I use it to create my editorial calendar for my content. So I know exactly what I'm going to post this week, next week, and in what channel, such as YouTube, on my blog, on other social media platforms. And I can see everything in like a bird's eye view. And I can see what's urgent, what needs to get done. And also just the ability just to drag and drop things, and in terms of, being able to just prioritize what things are more important than the others, you're able to just drag and drop. That's the beauty of it. So there you go, guys. These are the 10 tools that I use in my online business on a daily basis. Hope you got a lot out of this. Let me know what tools you use on a daily basis to increase your productivity, get things done, and overall grow your business. Leave your comments just down below. Would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching.